My name is Heather Davis, and this is my summary on A Doll's House. So first we're introduced to Nora, who's bringing in her Christmas tree, getting ready for the holiday season, and then we're introduced to her husband, Torvald. He kind of treats her like a child, like she's naive, and basically like she's his doll, his plaything that he can just play around with. And he calls her pet names like Squirrel and Skylark and all that kind of stuff. And he seems more parental rather than a husband. But we find out that he will soon be getting a promotion with his bank that he works at. And next we are introduced to Christine Lind, which is Nora's friend from school. Nora and Christine end up having a conversation. We find out that Christine is a widow, but she didn't marry her husband for love. She married him because she thought he was well off and she needed the money at the time. For some reason, Nora still keeps up this naive facade around her, but she does end up revealing that she saved her husband's life by taking him on a life-saving trip to Italy, and she managed to borrow money. Now, back in that day, women couldn't borrow money without their husband's permission, so how she got to is kind of a mystery. Then we're introduced to Krogstad. We see that the girls are uneasy around him. Christine used to know him, and later we find out that Nora borrowed money from him, and that's how she got the money to save her husband's life. We also find out that he works for Torvald in the bank. And he's not a very honest person. Nobody really likes him. And one of the first things Torvald wants to do when he gets his new high position is to let him go. And he ends up offering the job to Christine. And that causes some problems because Krogstad wants to stay at the bank, and he threatens Nora with her secret that she borrowed money from him, which would make Torvald very angry. So he threatens to tell her husband unless she convinces him to keep him at the bank. He doesn't keep him, and that makes him angry, so he writes a letter to Torvald telling him everything and puts it in his letterbox. Well, Nora's trying to figure out how to get that letter out, how to convince Torvald to take it, or Krogstad to take it back, and she goes crazy. she gets more childish to get her husband's attention, to make him promise not to read the letter. So I think that she's somehow going to keep the secret, that she's going to somehow convince Krogstad to take the letter back, and she's going to get a happy ending.